Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel, and it is another dark and dank day here in the UK, which again now it's coming into mid-September. It's going to be like this now for the next 6 months, guarantee it. If we see a bit of sun, yay, if we don't, boo. But today we're going to be looking at AH and Inside the Magic, which we don't like this website. However, they're the only ones at this moment in time who have actually put together an article regarding all the leaked notes between AH and her therapist. And oh my days. These notes and what she was telling this therapist, oof. This woman, she does seem to be a bit on the old unstable side. So we're going to jump on into it. AH, she accuses Jason Momoa of trying to get her fired from Aquaman 2. AH has allegedly described the torment she experienced on the set of the upcoming film Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. The past few years have been rough for AH. Since the actress divorced Johnny Depp and accused him of DV, she's been embroiled in legal drama with her former husband. Which, they are going to bring in that Johnny Depp did lose the case in London against a newspaper. Not against her, remember, the newspaper, where the judge literally just went, oh yeah, I just believe the tabloids. Because he has connections to the Sun, but that was a different video, different time, way back on the channel. Then he won the defamation case against her in America. Depp's fanbase has rallied behind him for the return as Captain Jack Sparrow ASAP, and she has been simultaneously attacked by Depp devotees, with some calling for her to be fired from her most high-profile role of Mera in Aquaman 2. While she has since relocated to Spain and has supposedly quit Hollywood, she's still set to reprise her role in the upcoming sequel to the DC Studios blockbuster Aquaman. Now, if you remember as well, if you just cast your minds back to last year, where she's like, everyone wanted me to be fired, they tried doing this, they tried doing that, but when you have Walter Hamada, the then president and producer of DC Comic Films, this is what he had to say.
What was the cause of the delay?
There were conversations about potentially recasting.
Who was the producer?
Peter Safran.
Who was the director?
James Wan.
Did Warner Brothers believe that those concerns were legitimate?
Yeah, I mean, I had no reason not to believe the director and the producer of the movie.
And you are testifying today as a representative of Warner, correct?
Yes, I am.
What, if any, creative concerns did Warner Brothers have about casting Amber Heard as Mera in Aquaman 2?
It was the concerns that were brought up at the wrap of the first movie, production of the first movie, which is the issue of chemistry. Did the two have chemistry? I think editorially they were able to make that relationship work in the first movie. But there was a concern that it took a lot of effort to get there, and would we be better off recasting, finding someone who had better, more natural chemistry with Jason Momoa and move forward that way?
Yeah, that doesn't look good, does it? When the boss says that we were thinking of recasting because she literally has no talent, there was no chemistry between her and Jason Momoa, you do need someone who is supposedly playing the love interest. They're meant to have chemistry. They're meant to. But I just find it really funny that she was the one who was like, that's it, they're all trying to get rid of me. But obviously now it's kind of changed ways to, they tried to get me off the film. Jason Momoa tried it. Since its first trailer was released earlier last week, fans have noted a seemingly small presence in the film. A smaller, more passionate group also trended #BoycottAquaman2 on Twitter to protest her being in the film at all. Now it seems like there was just as much backlash to her remaining in the role behind the scenes. Recently service therapy notes, allegedly from AH's psychologist, Dr. Dawn Hughes, which she just lied through her teeth while she was on the stand, and as she was caught out. These were leaked on Reddit after being unsealed from the legal case, claiming that AH faced torment while filming Aquaman 2, which, if you remember, they actually filmed this quite a bit ago. The note states that the film's director, James Wan, raised his voice to her and complained, "I can't even post about Aquaman. while making it seem like it was Heard's fault. Oh, well, it is. This is the problem. You're going to promote a film, and because you still got someone in there who has caused damage to someone and literally was found out to be a liar in court by a jury of her peers with evidence against her, it is her fault. It is. You know, they've got a $200 million film that they can't really promote. To be honest with you as well, with the actors' strike currently going on, and if that does go on till past December, it's kind of like a bright light at the end of the tunnel for James Wan, because he can talk about it, and if anyone says, oh, what about her? He can just bypass the question. But they're not going to have her or Jason Momoa or anyone else promoting it because they're not allowed. Another note alleges that the film starred Jason Momoa, who plays Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, you know, the main star, the actual star of the film, who plays Arthur Curry, wanted AH to be fired. He would also reportedly dress like Johnny Depp, wearing all the rings to torment AH. So all the photos of Jason Momoa where he literally is wearing rings all the time, that's because of Johnny Depp, is it? Yeah, you see how stupid these are? And then when you got actual people who working behind the scenes are like, yeah, we haven't heard any of this. And it's very interesting, it's all coming out now, when literally she's had God knows how long to come out and say all this herself. But, you know, say it to someone in private, you know, they're not going to tell anyone. Well, obviously these got leaked. Other claims as well within the notes point toward Justice League director Zack Snyder and his producer wife Deborah being some of the few to have stood by her. She was reportedly not allowed to take selfies with anybody else on set or post anything about the film online. I do my work and keep my head down, one note reads. She also claims that her role was significantly reduced in the film due to the frenzy around legal battles with Johnny Depp. Aquaman and Lost Kingdom director has denied cutting her from the film. He claims that the Atlantean princess was always supposed to have a smaller role in the sequel, which instead focuses on Jason Momoa's Arthur and his half-brother Patrick Wilson's Orm.
Was her role ever reduced for any reason?
No, I mean, again, from the early stages of the development of the script, the movie was built around the character of Arthur and the character of Orm, Arthur being Jason Momoa and Orm being Patrick Wilson. So they were always the two co-leads of the movie.
Did Warner Brothers ever plan to portray Ms. Heard as the co-lead in Aquaman 2?
No, the movie was always pitched as a buddy comedy between Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson.
As you said, James Wan did say, I always pitched this to everyone from the get-go. First film was Arthur and Mera. The second was Arthur and Orm. Then it goes on to say that it's going to be released on December this year, marking the final film in the DC Extended Universe, with James Gunn and Peter Safran resetting canon to launch the DC Universe with Superman Legacy in 2025. But look at that there, though. Peter Safran. We just heard him mention that. Peter Safran is now the head of DC Studios with James Gunn. But look at this as well, though. Jason Momoa fought to keep her. What's that? I thought she said, no, he tried getting rid of me. Here's what we're on about. There's just so much going on with this film. It's just nuts. When you had the director saying no, everyone knew. She said on the stand it was going to be a planned out trilogy. And then obviously when you have the president at the time who says, yeah, no, we were looking to recast because we need someone with natural charisma. We had to spend so many hours in post-production because of her, because there was nothing there. That just goes to show that they made the wrong mistake with picking her for the role, which they did. And you've heard so many people as well, people who don't even like Johnny Depp, and they're like, how the hell can she not have chemistry with Jason Momoa? You know? And you go, all these other people like, oh no, Jason Momoa, how can he, I'm only seeing the film because of Jason Momoa, which a lot of people saw the first one because of him. I only watched the first one, not because of her. And to be honest with you, not because of Jason Momoa, but because of James Wan, because I'm a huge horror nerd. And James Wan is one of my favourite directors. And so I'm not going to see this one because of her. You know, you're going to get people like myself who are devotees to the director or whatever, and they're not going to do it because of her, because she lied. She was found, again, when the director comes out and you have to say, oh no, you know, we'll leave it at that, you know, it wasn't meant to be about her, and then you have the president saying, no, we didn't do any of this, it shows that she lied. When the boss says that she lied, you know it's bad. But that's what we got for this video here, ladies and gents. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see you all soon.